Hello, friends. This is Casey Whitson, your financial advisor here. I want to take a moment to provide you with some perspective that I think is really going to encourage you to stay steady during the highs and lows of the economy. As we've seen over the past few years, really anything is possible in the short run. We've experienced these unprecedented events that were actually at one point considered extreme outliers. We've dealt with a recent global health crisis, a 40% increase in the M2 money supply over 2 years, an explosion in inflation, the sharpest and fastest Fed interest rate spike ever, and of course, all these other alarming headlines around the world that could make anybody nervous. However, it's been our observation at OFI that long-term investors who are diversified in various mainstream American and global businesses are typically safeguarded by the rationality of those businesses' management. When a crisis strikes, businesses will often take action to preserve their owners' capital for the long run. They tend to make rational decisions to ensure their survival and prosperity, and we truly believe that they will continue to do so in the future. We understand that the market can be volatile in both directions, and it can cause investors to feel a sense of loss and pain when they experience temporary setbacks. In the past 50 years, starting in January 1973, we have lived through 3 downturns of around 50% in the S&P 500. From January 1973 to October 1974, the S&P 500 fell 48% as inflation spiked from our first oil embargo. March 2000 to October 2002, the S&P 500 fell 49% during the implosion of the dot-com bubble. Then a tragic terrorist attack in New York, and Enron, a major energy company, getting caught in multiple accounting scandals. Then from October 2007 to March 2009, the S&P 500 dropped an alarming 57%, while the world found itself in the longest, deepest recession since the 1930s. And the US was working through a real estate bubble burst during that subprime mortgage catastrophe. Now, here's the good news. As we take a look at the overall results of that 50-year period from December 31st, 1972 to December 31st, 2022, we can see that the S&P 500 has gone up from 118 to 3,840. And the average annual compound rate of total return with dividends reinvested of the S&P 500 was 10.2%. And cash dividends went up 21 times from $3.19 to $66.92. While the Consumer Price Index, which helps us track the rate of change in US inflation, only went up 7 times from 43 to 297. And this was all despite the S&P 500 cutting in half 3 times. And you know what the amazing thing is? Not one person could have timed this. And this is one of the major reasons that we believe at OFI you can achieve premium returns in the ownership of great companies only by riding out their often significant but temporary declines. The most volatile element in investing is human nature itself. We cannot control the market. We can't control the companies, but we can control our emotions. And the dominant determinant of our lifetime return is how we react to the market. So as your advisor, I want to help you stay steady in uncertain times in the market and ride out the ups and downs. So I encourage you right now, think about your own emotions and reactions to the market. Are you prepared to ride out a potential decline? Are you able to stay focused on your long-term goals and plan and not get caught up in short-term fluctuations? And remember, while the past does not guarantee the future, the long-term upward path in the earnings, dividends, and the values of the great companies is solidly positive. And we have observed that market prices, their consistent pattern is to migrate back toward fundamental values of the company's given time. So I want to thank you so much for taking time to listen. We love you, we're for you, and we want to encourage you to please stay excited and stay the course.